Hi there! Welcome to our lesson for today with Zerchans. In today's class, we are going to study about context clues. But first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be updated for our next lesson video. And if you'd like to know more about this lesson, I invite you to watch the video till the end. The lesson competency says, determine the meaning of words and expressions that reflect the local culture by noting context clues. So are you ready? Be a word detective today. Let's try this. Imagine that you are in a restaurant reading a menu. Under the dessert section of the menu, you see the item creamy, cold vanilla gelato. You may be able to easily figure out that the word gelato means ice cream because of a few clues. First, it is a dessert, and second, it is described as creamy and cold. This strategy is called using context clues. Now, let's dig deeper about this lesson. Context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meanings of new or unfamiliar words. Learning the meaning of a word through its use in a sentence or paragraph is the most practical way to build vocabulary, since a dictionary is not always available when a reader encounters an unknown word. A reader must be aware that many words have several possible meanings. Only by being sensitive to the circumstances in which a word is used can the reader decide upon an appropriate definition to fit the context. A reader should rely on context clues when an obvious clue to meaning is provided, or when only a general sense of the meaning is needed for the reader's purposes. However, context clues should not be relied upon when a precise meaning is required, when clues suggest several possible definitions, when nearby words are unfamiliar, and when the unknown word is a common one that will be needed again. In these cases, a dictionary should be consulted. So get ready to know the types of context clues. Starting off with a definition or description clue. The new term may be formally defined, or sufficient explanation may be given within the sentence or in the following sentence. Clues to definition include, that is, commas, dashes, and parentheses. Example: his emaciation, that is, his skeleton-like appearance, was frightening to see. Notice here that skeleton-like appearance is the given definition of emaciation, that is, signals the definition. Number 2 type of context clue is example or explanation clues. Sometimes when a reader finds a new word, an example might be found nearby that helps to explain its meaning. Words like including, such as, and for example, point out the example clues. For example, piscatorial creatures such as flounder, salmon, and trout live in the coldest parts of the ocean. In this case, piscatorial obviously refers to fish. The number 3 type of context clue is synonym restatement clue. The reader discovered the meaning of an unknown word because it repeats an idea expressed in familiar words nearby. Synonyms are words with the same meaning. For example, flooded with spotlights, the focus of all attention, the new Miss America began her year-long reign. She was the cynosure of all the eyes for the rest of the evening. It shows here that there is a repetition of ideas. That is why we easily got the definition of the difficult word. Number 4 type of context clue is contrast or antonym clue. Antonyms are words with opposite meanings. An opposite meaning context clue contrasts the meaning of an unfamiliar word with the meaning of a familiar term. Words like although, however, and but may signal contrast clues. For example, when the light brightens, the pupils of the eyes contract. However, when it grows darker, they dilate. Dilate means the opposite of contract. If contract means decrease its size, dilate means become wider. Number 5 type of context clue is comparison. In comparison clues, the author uses words and phrases that have the same or similar meaning as an unfamiliar word. For example, the stench of the old shoes was like the smell of the garbage. The smell of the garbage is being compared to the smell of the shoes. We can now say that stench means stink or a strong, unpleasant smell. Number 6 type of context clue is analysis or structure clue. The parts used to construct a word can be direct clues to meaning. Knowledge of prefixes, roots, and suffixes can aid a reader in using this type of context clue. Learning one word part can add dozens of words to a reader's vocabulary. The power of word parts lies in the ability to combine the roots and affixes with the context in which a word is used to discover the author's meaning. For example, the story is incredible. The root cred means to believe, and the prefix in means not. Therefore, if a story is incredible, it is unbelievable. Number 7 type of context clue. Inference clue, or giving a conclusion. Sufficient clues might be available for the careful reader to make an educated guess at the meaning. For example, she told her friend, "I'm through with blind dates forever. What a dull evening. I was bored every minute." The conversation was absolutely vapid. Vapid means uninteresting if we base to the conclusion of the girl in a sentence. The last type of context clue is cause and effect clue. The author explains the reason for or the result of the word. Words like because, since, therefore, thus, so, etc. may signal context clues. For example, she wanted to impress her dinner guest with the food she served. so she carefully studied the necessary culinary arts. Because she'd like to impress the guest, she studied the food preparation. So culinary arts means food preparation. So let's have a practice. Answer the following. Now, compare your answer. 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 Great! That's all for now. Thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something from this video. See you the next time. Don't forget to come back for our next lesson. See you all on my next lesson video.